Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Drifting Lands. During the last part, I completed the Grade 5 convoy run, and I encountered some difficulties nearing the end when I realized I had to fight the dual guardians once again. So I'll continue directly where I last left off, and go through the Grade 5 Titan run, which means I will be facing the Quarantine Alliance again, or Quarantine Fleet. Now, as usual, I'll be mostly silent outside of some moments inside of the missions, and I will be talking at the ends and beginnings of missions.
Killing streak. Killing streak. Skill not ready. Focus up.
Well, that was a nice starting mission. Let me just go. As always, at the end of each mission, I'll dump off all of my stuff from my cargo into the stash, although in this run I didn't really get that much. This is just in case I die and lose all my cargo. But over here it's a lot more annoying because if I die in the middle of one of these runs, I have to repeat all of the missions again before I can proceed. It's a lot more annoying compared to the story missions where if I die I can always repeat the same mission over. Though I may need to regrind for those where if I want to regain the equipment I need in order to survive. But here, not only do I have to regrind equipment if necessary, I also have to repeat several missions in order. And all of these missions are quite long to very long, so it can be quite annoying, especially at higher levels.
Killing streak. Focus up. Skill not ready. Skill not ready. Killing streak. Skill not ready. Skill not ready. Skill not ready. Killing streak. Skill not ready. Killing streak. Focus up. Skill not ready. Skill not ready. Killing streak. Skill not ready. Killing streak. Focus up. Skill not ready. Killing streak. Skill not ready. Skill not ready. Not enough killing streak. Focus up. Killing streak. Focus up. Killing streak. Skill not ready. Focus up. Focus up. Skill not ready. Killing streak. Skill not ready. Skill not ready. Focus up. Killing streak.
Well, there were some close calls over there, but it worked out pretty fine. Plus I got a unique piece of gear from that boss fight. Or mini-boss fight. Let's see... Oh, I must have got looped over here. Superior double cannon. Unfortunately, it only deals plus 99 DPS, so I'll just keep it over here with the... I'll just store it with the rest of the rare stuff. There should have been a unique piece of... Okay, there it is. Tribal Gaze. No deviation, but... Oh, even auto-retreat. I don't have any spear skills, but it does increase my critical hit damage and navigation, but... My detonation skills take quite a hit. And this is my helmet. I'll keep it as is right now because I'm using my detonation skills a lot. Specifically my projecting conflagration, so no thanks. Just to make sure it's actually a detonation... Yeah, it is a detonation skill, so no thanks, I'll keep it the way it is. I will do one thing though. I should be paying a visit to the shop and selling off all this junk. Once again, I'm really thankful that these buttons only work for the current stash tab you're on, not all of them. So it's easy enough to store different tabs of items. Like some you always want to keep, but some you're just ready to sell as fodder. I would love to try out the Superior Dual Gatling, but it's usually that spread that's the problem for my... let's try it out for just one mission, and if I don't like it, I'll just take it off for the boss mission. Might as well give it a try, at least. And there's also magnetic damage too, so that should be helpful. Oh, I do take some hit on structure, so let me pump this up a bit. Of course, once I get to the Titan itself, I'm going to be definitely switching up my weaponry a bit, or skill set. Alright, Titan run number 3. On second thought, I decided to switch back to using my triple trident ability instead, because after a failed attempt using the dual Gatling or dual minigun, yeah, I know exactly why I'm not going to be using it. The problem with it is, of course, the fact that you have to keep burst firing it in order to properly use it, because the downtime in between shots really decreases its DPS, or effective long-term DPS. After all, that's what I was referring to earlier in my LP when I said that the DPS numbers of the game can kind of lie to the true DPS of the weapon, because the DPS usually only counts the maximum DPS your weapon can get, especially for the laser type weapons, whereas it can be a lot lower in the long-term firing rate, as you saw with the dual cannon or dual minigun in the earlier parts. But for stuff like the triple minigun or the Trident series, where you can constantly fire it and never lose DPS, well, their effective or sustained DPS will be a lot higher. The DPS meters are sort of telling the truth, but they're only telling like the max theoretical damage you can get. You won't be able to always keep that maximum DPS running every time, especially in certain scenarios where the weapons have to recharge after every shot, like for the double cannon or double minigun. So it's quite annoying. So always keep in mind what the weapon type is before you decide to upgrade to it. Even if it seems like it has better DPS stats, it may not fit your playstyle. The double minigun or double cannon would be a lot better if I could learn to burst fire it at the time, but the problem is, with all the other craziness that's happening on screen, it's really hard to do. And it'll get even harder in higher difficulty tiers or difficulty grades because of all the increased number of enemies, mines, and whatnot. I'm just thankful that none of my weapons have none of my equipment have broke, even though I failed one of the series of missions twice right now. Or I failed this run twice by now.
Focus up.
And there's a particular enemy pattern which I'm quite worried about, and I'm hoping that I won't have to experience again. But knowing my luck, I will have to fight it during either the Titan run or the Hunter run.
Skill not ready.
Well, that went a lot better than last time, although I edited out last time from the recording because it was kind of embarrassing. Basically, I got stuck in a line of a lot of lasers and I had nowhere else to go. Plus, I didn't really have the ability to absorb those shots, so I died. Ooh, another tribal gaze. Kind of strange why I'm getting so many of them. This would be a lot better if I wasn't using my detonation skills as much, or rather conflagration skills. Oh well. It would be quite fitting for another playstyle. After all, its stats are really good. And next up is the boss mission, so I'm gonna pump up my stats. That should be good. Hopefully I won't end up with another problem because I only have 79 more stats to spend. And of course, I can't really reset my stats without buying the ship again, so I gotta be careful. Maybe at the end of the game we'll have enough money to restock on the ships and buy different setups. Who knows? Let's see over here, where's the advanced active skill? Vortex ring, there we go. Because I know we'll be fighting the Titan, and being able to delete some projectiles would be nice. And save close quarter. Alright, let's do this. Titan run number 4. And once again, another complaint, sorry about all the complaining. This is marked as a long mission, but this is really more like a medium mission. That is, unless I made a mistake and misread this mission as being a long mission. In reality, it's a medium mission. Oh well.
Skill not ready. Focus up.
Alright, it's time for the next Titan fight. I find it strange though that this mission, or at least this configuration of this mission, was a lot easier than my previous runs or the previous parts of this mission. I mean, the previous segments of this run. Quite strange, actually. Wow, there are a lot more projectiles though. I have to be a lot more careful with that. And a lot more lasers too. These are guided missiles, of course. Why wouldn't they be? Oh, and once again, Windows loses focus for some reason. I thought I was gonna die over there. Not getting a crazy amount of kind of a lag spike there. Well, at least I blew off its top. We gotta get behind it, at least. Oh no, not you. I don't need you to complicating matters too. I don't really have a choice though. I don't have time to actually defeat them, I think. So I'll just let them get by and avoid all the shots. Hopefully that doesn't end up being too much of a problem for me. Oh, well, it's gonna ram into me. Oh, never mind, it didn't ram. That's strange. I thought I was gonna use a super move or something. But there are a huge number of projectiles, a lot more than before. That's definitely different. Okay, it flips its side, now time for the last part of this fight. At least we have a big projectile to hit once again. I just need to be careful not to get stuck and get killed by the shredded bullets. Oh, now those ships are on the other side, of course, so I have to be careful not to get caught by their laser because they will fire at the last position I was at. I think I can do it unless I get trapped. There we go. Boss has been defeated. The Grade 5 Titan has been destroyed. That went a lot better than I expected it to be, especially with all the lag spikes and the fact that my window lost focus again. Well, definitely a step up in difficulty. I don't remember the Grade 4 Titan having that many lasers. Well, I never fought the Grade 4 Titan, but still, I don't remember the last Titan having that many projectiles. Well, as promised, I'm going to be moving on to the next set of missions. Those being, of course, the Hunter Run.
Focus up.
Whoops, I forgot something. Before I went to the next mission, I forgot to switch up my skill set for the one for regular missions. Oh, Superior Trident. Let's try it out, but I will keep the older one here just in case. Because I'm not sure how much of a factor switching from pure physical, switching between magnetic to pure physical will have. Because I have the impression that certain enemy factions have certain elemental weaknesses and affinities and whatnot. After all, I do have access to 3 damage types, those being physical, magnetic, and plasma. I don't have access to antimatter yet, but I suppose I will have access to it once I get to higher levels. I think I'll keep the safe close quarters still on just for safety, so I don't get blown up by my own tactics.
Focus up.
Once again, that mission wasn't much of a deal anyway. It's usually the early missions which aren't that bad, but it's usually the latter missions in the run which can cause some problems. And thankfully, the enemy configurations I'm getting aren't too bad. I'm not getting trapped in certain situations where I'm forced to take damage. And it seems that the non-physical minigun, or the purely physical trident seems to have no problems with decimating foes, so I guess I'll keep using it then.
Focus up. Focus up.
Well, this mission attempt ended a lot better than last time. Well, what happened last time was that I got all the way up to the end of this mission and I died against the boss fight or mini boss fight. So I had to repeat both the 2 previous missions and this mission all over again. Alas, it's time to sort out all of the loot I acquired during the mission. I suppose this is a good time to end off this part. Sorry for not completing the hunter run. That'll be the first thing I'll do in the next part. So in summary, in this part, I completed the Quarantine Titan run as well as most of the hunter run. In the next part, I'll be completing the rest of grade 5 and unlocking grade 6. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!